Every morning at 3 a.m., while the world sleeps, a small group of people are already in motion. They are not superheroes. They are not geniuses. They are individuals just like you who made a single choice that changed everything. They decided to take control of their lives before the world even wakes up. This choice, waking up at 4 a.m., it sounds simple, but for those who commit, it becomes the cornerstone of transformation. Emails are dormant, family and friends are asleep. This window becomes sacred, a protected time to focus entirely on yourself. And among these early risers, you'll find millionaires, visionaries, creators, and leaders today. You'll discover how the 4 a.m. habit can change your life and unlock your highest potential. Why 4 a.m.? The science and strategy. The question on your mind might be, why 4 a.m.? What's so magical about this hour? They have a structured routine, and while the specifics vary, there's one core principle. The first hour is for the self. The answer lies in silence at 4 a.m. Distractions are minimal. The noise of the world hasn't started. Social media is quiet. Scientists call this the cognitive peak for intentional thinking. Your brain is well rested. Your willpower is recharged. And with no external interruptions, your ability to focus multiplies. From Apple Tim Cook to former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz to Michelle Obama, many attribute part of their discipline and success to rising early and using that time wisely. A brisk walk, a session of yoga, or strength training movement floods the brain with endorphins and energy. By 5 a.m., your body and mind are already activated. Whether it's business books, language learning, or listening to insightful podcasts, early risers invest in their group before the sun comes up. This quiet space allows reflection, clarity, and emotional grounding. It's where stress melts away and the mind prepares for the day with calm. This isn't about being a morning person. It's about being a purposeful person, and the most successful individuals have long understood this. The first hour, a blueprint for power. Together, they form a compound effect, amplifying your clarity, energy, and intelligence. You begin to realize that you are not a slave to feelings. You are the author of your choices. Waking up early is only the first step. What you do with that time makes all the difference. Motivation fades, but discipline remains, and discipline is what transforms potential into results. Millionaires don't rise early to check email or scroll through news, and one of the most powerful systems they follow is guarding their mornings like treasure. A powerful 4 a.m. routine often includes 3 core pillars: mindfulness, whether it's meditation, journaling, or prayer. The early risers start with intentional silence. Movement. There are fewer emails to check. No meetings, no distractions. That time becomes a sanctuary for deep work. Exercise isn't just for physical health. It's a powerful tool for mental clarity. You are sending a message to your subconscious. A message that says, I am in control. I value my time. I value my goals. Mastery. Not because they've achieved something massive, but because they kept a promise to themselves, day after day. And that inner integrity is magnetic. This isn't an exaggeration. This is math. This is the learning zone. Reading, studying, or skill building. Each part of this trifecta serves a purpose. Discipline over motivation. Here is the truth that is often overlooked. You will not feel like waking up at 4 a.m. most days. When you consistently rise early and invest that time wisely, something shifts. You begin to trust yourself. This is how millionaires think. They don't wait for inspiration. They build systems. The identity shift, a major part of transformation, isn't just changing habits. It's changing identity. When you start waking up early, you're not just adjusting a schedule. This is critical because identity drives behavior, and when your identity aligns with discipline, consistency, and focus, your habits naturally follow. People who adopt the 4 a.m. habit often report an unexpected benefit: increased confidence, the ripple effect on productivity. Let's talk about practical results. A person who wakes up at 4 a.m. and begins their day with focus often accomplishes more before 8 a.m. than most people do all day. For uninterrupted hours of focused work are more valuable than 10 hours of fragmented multitasking. Whether you're building a business, writing a book, planning finances, or just thinking strategically, those early hours become a productivity engine, and over time, your results compound. That side hustle grows, that savings plan materializes, that fitness goal is achieved, all because of consistent, focused effort in the early hours, sleep and energy, the common objection. At this point, a fair question rises: won't waking up early ruin my sleep? Most are in bed by 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. It's not about deprivation, it's about optimization. It's important to clarify you're not sacrificing sleep, you're shifting it. The real key is creating a consistent evening wind-down routine, dimming lights, avoiding screens, reading, preparing the mind for rest, and when the body and brain know what to expect, sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Early risers don't sleep less, they sleep earlier. They prioritize rest. You're reclaiming it from distractions, late night scrolling, and mindless habits. One entrepreneur used the early hours to build an e-commerce business that replaced his day job. A single mother used the time to study and eventually start home coaching practice. A former corporate employee used the habit to write a best-selling book. Quality sleep is non-negotiable. So you're not stealing time from sleep. Prepare your clothes or materials the night before. Make it easier to rise than to retreat. Most people choose comfort. You're choosing growth. Real stories, real results. This isn't just theory. This is lived reality. Thousands of people across the world have transformed their lives with the 4 a.m. habit. None of them were extraordinary when they started, but they became extraordinary through discipline and consistency. Your own dreams, your own desires, without noise, without opinion, without judgment. And you can too, to sleep in, to tell yourself it's not worth it. And that vision is often found in silence, at 4 a.m. when the world is quiet and your inner world speaks the loudest. Obstacles and how to overcome them. Let's be honest, starting this habit is hard. The first few weeks are the toughest. You'll be tempted to hit snooze, but here's the strategy. Don't aim for perfect, aim for consistent. If you woke up every day at 4 a.m. and gave yourself the gift of presence, growth, and focus, set your alarm. Place your phone or clock across the room. And when that alarm rings, remind yourself, this is the moment that separates you from the masses. Let it reshape your identity. Let it guide you toward the life you deserve. To lead while others follow. To build while others dream. Even if you start with 3 days a week, it's a start. Build momentum. Let your body adapt, and soon, it will become second nature. The power of solitude and vision. There's something profound that happens in the early hours that no one talks about. Beyond productivity, beyond health, beyond wealth, you meet yourself in the stillness. You begin to hear your own thoughts. This is where vision is born, where clarity emerges, where life is no longer reactive but intentional. Millionaires often credit their success not just to action, but to clarity of vision. Your challenge starts now. You've heard the stories. You've understood the strategy. Now, the question is, will you act? Imagine what your life could look like 90 days from now. What would change? your health, your income, your confidence, your mindset. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Just set your alarm. Commit to one morning, then another and another. Let that small decision compound. Because the truth is this: your best life isn't waiting for motivation. It's waiting for a moment of courage, a decision to rise while others sleep. Wake up, change your life. The time is now.